pillar.
All right. Hey, Rob, what do you have there?
A capital, a frieze, and the name always escapes me, but basically the decorative elements above the columns over at the Abraham Wendell house.
Cool. What's going on? They look kind of rough.
I'm going to strip them down. I've got to replace the top of this. It's been leaking water for, maybe 200 years. It's rotten here. This is where the bonnet actually sits on top. And, you know, back priming was not something that was done back then, and water, you know, leaked in, had nowhere else to go once it had a lot of layers of paint on it. So you can see over the years with the number of coats of paint that were put on, the gaps would open up, debris would get in, they would put another coat of paint on that. So this I'm going to break down completely and put it back together tighter.
Stop you for just a second. So,
with this, I'm just going to strip it, sort of assess whether there's any spots that I need to epoxy. This element was actually multiple layers, as Dave pointed out earlier. I don't know how well this translates in the camera, but you've got the lower section, which was one piece. Above that, they have these carved sort of spheres. Sort of reminds me of berries or something. They were definitely going for a very natural form with this. And you can see every layer they carved. I would guess they carved them independently, though I'm not really sure. What is your thought on that? Okay. One of the flowers was broken. That's the one that I carved for it. So that one is going to have to get fitted in right there as well. Oh yeah. That is the base for the columns. This one is not in terrible shape. It's got some rot there. The other one was coming apart in my hands. Water was just soaked all the way through the middle of that whole column. This one I cut off to sort of assess, and you can see it still has some living carpenter ants in it. And yeah, I felt like it was prudent to at least cut it off and assess the condition above the base itself. The column from here has a bump out, and then it has flutes. And the column is about 12 inches in diameter at the base and about 8 inches in diameter where the capital sits.